NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Carr. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taken right around the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On the give is Nwangu. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And if you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Play action. It's Burrow fighting to stay upright. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Gerald McCoy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jordan Willis. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Powers through him. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Carr eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Mixon. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 11. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It goes as a gain of 8, it moves the chains. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The sack by Jordan Willis. Well, that time it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a give running right, Nwangu. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Trey Hendrickson, an All-Pro with New Orleans in 2020. They're on the tackle. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenny Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition in that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just... And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Banagoo in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. 1 once again, they run with Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They run for it with Mixon. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ready? 11, 11, 11. 11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. 12, 12, 12.
From midfield now, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Uzama.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this to Nwangwu. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Carr going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With his second TD in the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a play fake. Carr. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. They'll set up the screen for Nwangwu. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr now to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Carr. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the give is Nwangu. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now Carr. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Carr. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Bengals,